Behind me might be the most gorgeous model curb appeal that I have seen, under $2 million. So we're gonna actually start this video off just by jumping into this house. I'll give you community information, tell you where we're at and all that stuff in a second. But I wanna get started with this house right here because it's got an amazing curb appeal. And I just wanna hop in and show you guys. And so hopefully the inside matches the outside. So anyways, this is gonna be the residence 3. It's gonna be 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. It has an office and a loft. It's 3,418 square feet and it starts at just $812,000. Anyways, we'll go on up and see this thing, but you see, I got the 3-car garage right here on this one, but just this beautiful, gorgeous exterior, kind of like a farmhouse style. I get the stone pillars up there. Just really awesome feel to this. Love these. This is super cool. I'm digging that. Like that, and kind of this paneling on it. Oh, awesome. And kind of just look out and kind of see what's out there for the day. Very cool feel to this. Over here though, get my code for the day. Come on into this baby. Oops, drop my paper. Oh, here we go. All right, so we got a nice feel to this. Right as we open it, very wide. That's what I noticed is wide. This little piece right here. And here you kind of got your little office space right here. Kind of a little flex room office at the front. I love this paneling, this kind of accent walls all the way around. Just a really cool touch. And even like the coloring around the window frames there. I am a big fan of that. I just know me personally with me having two little kids. So I work from home. Like, guys, literally my office is kind of same setup. My guest room downstairs is my office. But yeah, you gotta have a door here. I think you got little kiddos who knows to come in and disrupt your day. Anyways, all right, next to that, we got this formal dining area. It's a really cool setup here. I love that light fixture up top. Yeah, they really, like the inside of this house really matches kind of that exterior. I'm very impressed so far. I've got a really good sized dining room here at the window looking up the side of the house. All right. I'll spin around for you. I just wanted to show you the garage real quick. Let me. So you got a 3-car garage. All right, so yours, mine, and the boat. With the epoxy flooring here, you do have the service door off to the side. Then you got the Tesla Powerwall over there for additional back into the solar stuff that comes with the house. I shouldn't say it comes with you. You usually have to add it on, but you're forced. You're forced to because of California. Anyway, so you got these stairs going up. We'll go upstairs in a little bit. Oh man, this is big. Look at this downstairs area, guys. Holy smokes. All right, so we'll start off with the kitchen. All right, so I love that black tile, extended backsplash all the way up. You got this really good size island here. It fits 4. But look how wide it is. All right, so lots of space there. I'll kind of just show you the cabinets and the countertops and that cool backsplash. This is, I know everyone could live in a model home, but I could live in this model home so far. This is kind of my vibe. All right, it's got the nice window looking out to the backyard. And guys, just look how long this is. Like, whoa, that's way down there. This feels huge. All right, there's definitely enough space to where you want to put this little dining and seating area in here. All right, whoever was here last didn't push in their seats. Probably the kids. Like, so you got like that formal dining-ish area there, and you got this. So like you could potentially turn that into something else. Totally up to you. All right, but we've got, oh my gosh, there's so much to digest in here. So our pantry area, sorry if I made you dizzy, right? A lot of the times I come in here, guys, you guys get my raw reaction. That's me just being authentic me. Instead of me walking through the houses and pretending like I don't know where things are, acting my way through. But you got the pantry that, oh my gosh, see? The little movie theater action back here. Oh, with all the snacks. You can throw your kids under here with their iPad. Tell them to be quiet and watch their iPad. And they get all their snacks right there. Oh man, a big one back. Oh man. All right, so there's some stuff over here we'll check out in a second, but this is a really good sized living room. I mean, guys, this is massive. Holy smokes. A really good sized room there, and then you got all that, the windows letting the natural light in. All right, before I go to that little cutout area, I do want to show you guys the backyard. Once again, these do come as blank canvases, but even this outside area decorated so nicely. Anywho, all right, let's go ahead and check out this area. There's some diving here. So back here, we got like our coat closet. Then we've got, we have bathroom number 1. There will be a door here, right? They just don't want kiddos slamming fingers. Love that tile flooring down there. The black and the white kind of just goes with the whole vibe of the house. With the shower tub combo there, all the normal stuff. And then we've got bedroom number 1, kind of tucked away at the back of the house here. Like that kind of wooden paneling and the color contrast up there. Cool. Got this window looking off to the side of the house. By the way, the side yard on this model is humongous. They put a pool or even build an ADU or something out there. Anywho, so we got perfect setup for the TV right there. Got our closet. We have the high ceilings here too. So far, I'm very impressed. So let's go on and go upstairs. As I'm doing that, just to remind you guys, if you like anything you see today, make sure you go ahead and reach out. My phone number's gonna be on the screen, whether coming out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. All right, anyways, we've got our stairs. They got the upgraded stairs here as we're going up, and then also the handrail. That's a nice little touch like that. And then I always like to show kind of just the decorations on the wall. You don't need to leave these things as big, naked, empty walls. You even got the accent right here. Super nice touch. All right, so as we come on up here, we walk right into the loft. I made this like a little movie room type thing. Good times driving theater to the end. I like that. They kept up the color scheme and everything. With the area rug even up here. I like it a lot. This is texture wall paper. Yep, texture wallpaper, pretty cool. All right, so right off the top of the stairs, we're going this way. And we've got bedroom number 2. Right, really, really wide. I kind of really dig that the 3 windows there. I'm sure the different exteriors or the elevations they have different windows on them, but I really do like the 3 windows there. And then they got kind of this, yeah, just brick wallpaper. Still a cool touch. Like it with those plantation shutters. The TV up there. I am a fan of this style here. You know, look how wide it is. You got like the nightstand thingy over there, and then you got like a full-on desk over here. I like it. Anyways, let's go on. The master's across. We'll save that for later. All right, we're gonna have our next bathroom right here. Ooh, cool tile on the floor. But you've got the dual sinks, the drawers, the cabinets, all the good stuff. Then you will have a door here for the privacy. All right, but you got your shower tub combo, toilet, all the normal stuff that's everywhere. Walk on by here, keep going down. And we've got our laundry room. So you got the washer dryer hookups, the floating shelf up top. Then you got these built-in shelves back here. Then you kind of got your attic crawl space up there. A lot of people ask me what this stuff is. Show it when I remember. All right, and then we've got our brains of the house over there. This is kind of where they hook up the Wi-Fi stuff that you don't have ugly wires at random spots in the house. Like at my house right now, we have ugly wires in the corner, like in the living room. We have like a bigger version of that on top of that to hide the router and the wires and stuff coming out of the wall. Anyways, I like this kind of built-in cabinet right here with the shelving up top. Ooh, that's cool. All right, then right here we've got our next bedroom. Walk on in here. Beautiful girl, you can do amazing things. A cool little flowery chandelier thing. That window looking out to the back or the side of the house. Yeah, guys, look real quick. Look how big that side yard is. Holy smokes. Turn this thing around. They got the closet over there. Perfect spot for a TV right there. But that mirror is pretty cool. I like kind of that distressed or vintagey look there. I believe this is bedroom number 4. All right, so this is a pretty good sized room. Little beaded chandelier thing. It's kind of cool. They did the same paint job somewhere else, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, so you got the nightstands on each side, windows all over the place. So horsey, I'll turn this around. Oh, the horse encyclopedia up there too. So you got a spot for a TV. You got your little, like, what's it called, a Venn diagram? Is that what it's called? I think so. Kind of sort of mirror Venn diagram. All right, you do have a kind of walk-in closet here. Oh, I like the touch, Lennar. I like the touch. Throwing the cowgirl boots? Cowgirl question mark? I think so. I guess this room has a feminine feel to it, but I suppose, I don't know. Anyways, all right, we'll walk on over to the master now. So now we've seen everything upstairs. So the master's kind of right at the top of the stairs to the right. We got our master bedroom, and this thing is massive. All right, so really good size here. Love that chandelier light fixture thing up top. And I got a little cutout here. I don't know, why do we have like a motorcycle helmet in the master bedroom? Anyways, I do love the accent wall back here. People, guys, this is like a super, I'm gonna say, I'm like the, let me turn around. I'm the least manly man there is. I don't do like any around the house projects. I always just hire out. But from what I've seen online, there's lots of people who can do this stuff DIY. So you can find something online and do this kind of like wood paneling stuff and paint the wall yourself. All right, I'm not gonna be the guy to do it. All right, maybe you guys are, but this seems like a kind of, you know, a couple hour weekend project type thing to make your room with them like a model of them. But anyways, really nice touch there. I like the seats at the foot of the bed. And do your thing up there. Big old window looking out to the backyard. As then just look, I want to kind of just point out. So you got a lot of cul-de-sacs in this. This is just like a giant square or rectangle. So there's lots of cul-de-sacs. You see another gated entrance over there. All right, but you kind of see like how big these lots are going to be. They're massive lots on some of these. Anyways, turn this thing, kind of show you the view of the room from here. Go on up and see the master bathroom now. The flooring there like that. First, we've got our throne area. Once again, there will be a door here. Okay, just so you know, there's a lot of people slamming fingers. There will not, however, be a door over here. All right. So get used to seeing your person walk around or build a barn door or something. All right. Some builders do actually offer some sort of barn door there, but it's an add-on. So we've got our tub here. I'm gonna go ahead and do my tub test in a second for you guys. All right, but we've got our kind of walk-in closet, no closet, walk-in shower there. We've got the his and hers sinks with a nice vanity area right here. Nice big mirror. But first, I am gonna go ahead and do this tub test. All right. Let me see. All right. So I'll sit here, just to let you guys know. All right. So I have a channel in Texas, not me, my brother-in-law. So I know a lot of you guys are looking to move potentially to the Houston area, analytics. I see Vegas, Houston, and the IE. So I know a lot of people are looking to move from San Diego, LA, or Orange County. The IE is like, I want to stay in California. Let me find something here before I have to venture off to Texas or Vegas or something like that. So if you guys are thinking Houston, my brother-in-law has a channel out there. I'll make the connection. If you like me, you'll probably like him. But anyways, he started, I got the spin test in the closet, which we'll see in a second. He started doing the tub test. And he told me about it. I was like, dude, I am totally going to jack that from you. So here is my attempt at the tub test, just to show you guys the size of these tubs. All right, so keep in mind, I am 5'10" to 5'11". All right, I got called out by Evelyn the other day. I was showing her houses. She's like, I thought you'd be taller. So I say I'm 5'11". She says I'm 5'10". Anyways, so this passes the test. All right, probably even fit 2. All right, so really good sized tub there. But I'm gonna start doing that just to bite off of my brother-in-law and kind of show you guys how big these tubs actually are. Because sometimes you get in tubs that are super tiny. Anyways, so I'll come on here, and we've got a little linen closet right there. Then we walk into our walk-in closet. All right, so we got the walk-in closet with the racks and the shelves. Very long, and you can probably put like a dresser or something down there, but I will go ahead and kind of just, I'll do my thing that's original, the spin test, which you guys usually love when we go out in person and do this, because you guys are always spinning, and when I'm in the other room, you guys are like, hey Mike, spin test. So that wraps this one up. This right here was the Residence 3. It's 5 beds, 3 baths. You have the office and the loft, 3,418 square feet, and this one starts at $812,000. All right, guys, so hopefully you liked that first house. Now I'll dive into all the stuff and tell you all the stuff about the community. Today we are in Quartz Trail in the city of Menifee, one of the fastest growing cities in the whole country. And it's actually one of the top 20 safest cities in all of Southern California. So I'm super excited today to show you, well, the 3 models. They have 4 total floor plans. We've already seen that beautiful one right behind me, but we're also going to hop into a NextGen suite next. And they've actually got 2 of these available for, like, one's a quick move-in and one is like an end of July move-in. So if you're looking for a NextGen suite, stick around. That's the next house we're going to see in a second. All right, we've also got this massive single story model that I'm going to show you guys. 2,700 square foot single story. It's a gorgeous layout in there. All right, I actually walked through it at other communities. It's kind of a same model they have at other spots. Talking to you guys a little bit about the community, we are in a centralized location. We are 5 minutes from all 3 levels of school. We got elementary, middle, and high school, all within 5 minutes. We've got the main shopping center, what I like to call the 4 corners. They got Target, Best Buy, Lowe's, tons of restaurants and fast food options. That is about 7 minutes away. We are 15 minutes away from a Costco, all right, and we are about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes away from medical care. So just a really good centralized location in one of the top cities in all, one of the fastest growing cities in the country. Like I said, you usually like to market and blow these areas up, but it's like facts. This is one of the top areas to get into in the whole country. So, so if you like anything you see today, make sure you go ahead and reach out. My phone number is going to be on the screen, whether you come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. All right. People always ask me, like, I don't work for this builder. I work for you. So I go to all the different builders. I have relationships with the salespeople at all these different offices. I'm able to get incentives. So don't go in without assistance. All right. Have me in your back pocket to negotiate for you, to work my relationships. That way you get my person who's able to kind of get to the bottom dollar the fastest or throw the most incentives at you versus you going in blind and they don't think you know what you're talking about and that sort of stuff. So, reach out so that way I'll be able to help you out and give you some assistance if you want it. All right. The other thing, all right, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like the sort of stuff from touring new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal, if you like the stuff, view the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way stay up to date on everything going on in the local area. All right, a couple things before we dive into that NextGen house. I wanted to talk about the HOA. The HOA in this community is going to be $268 a month. Yes, that is high, but what does it come with? All right, this is going to be a gated community. See kind of the gate right here behind me. All right, there's a couple different gated entrances up here. So it's gonna be a gated community, which is, obviously nice for privacy, for security, that sort of thing. All right, you got this like open walking area. There's walking trails throughout. There's a playground down there. Pickleball courts are coming, barbecue pits, tot lots. So lots of different stuff going on within this community. All right, the other thing people like to ask about is the tax rate. All right, it's 1.8%. A lot of the new builds in here are closer to 2%. This does include special assessments, Melrose, all that kind of stuff. So 1.8% is kind of sort of on the lower side, in my opinion. So that's just something to think about. Anyways, that's enough yapping for me. Let's go ahead and check out this NextGen house. So next up, we're gonna go with something that everybody loves and is looking for right now. We're looking at their NextGen house right here. This is gonna be the residence 4, and it is a beast, 4,134 square feet. We're gonna have 5 beds, 3.5 baths, plus a loft. And this one comes with a 3-car garage. And this one starts at $913,000. And they've actually got 2 of these that are available to move in before summer. One quick move in and one at the end of July. So if this is something you're looking for, you got time to just hop into one right away, basically. So anyways, we've got this one out here. So this is kind of a sales office right now. So this will be that garage, that 3-car garage right there. Anyways, let's walk on up to this one. See what we got. We're gonna start with the NextGen portion off to the side over here. So I love these brick arches here. That's a really cool touch. Loving that little patio area up there. But we'll get to that in a second. We're gonna start around the side of the house for the NextGen portion where this person's got their own entrance over here. All right, so the NextGen side of the house here. Take the glasses off. All right, so we've got like a little living room type area right here. Window looking out for the front of the house. So they've kind of decorated this really nicely. Nice use of the space here. You got a kitchenette, little dining area. Love the backsplash here, that extended backsplash and the coloring of that. All right, so no oven, but you do get a microwave. The space for a fridge up here. Nice little kitchenette here. All right, that's the entrance to the main house. So if this is an area that you're renting, it would be a normal door, not a glass door. All right, but if this is an area that you're renting out, maybe you lock it up, or if it's an in-law or someone else in the family, or this is an office, you let them go through. Here, I guess. All right, so you got this hallway here. We're gonna have kind of our coat closet for the NextGen person. Then next to that, we got our laundry room. So The person here can completely basically live on their own, minus the oven situation. But you got stackable washer dryer over here. Then you got these built-in shelves over here. Keep going on further back, and we got our next-gen bathroom. We got the upgraded flooring here. We got the cabinets, the drawers, the medicine cabinet, the mirror, all that good stuff. All right. There's probably some options to do a bathtub here if you wanted to, but I know there's a lot of people that are using this next-gen for like older parents, like grandparents type stuff, to where they can't lift their legs as high. So this sliding shower door is very common with that bench for these ones. So really cool setup in here. And then you come back here and you've got a humongous like next-gen bedroom here. This feels like a master, guys. It's a really good size. They got their own slider going out to the back over here. In a second, here we go. We got the closet. So a little walk-in. Oh man, I shouldn't say little. That is a big walk-in closet. All right, so really good size for next-gen's closet there. All right, and then show you guys that in a second. That is awesome. All right, but you've got this. I really like the way they decorated that with kind of like the wood flooring type stuff on the wall here, and then the accents, the paneling, those super cool touch. Then those little mirror things. I like that a lot. All right, but anyways, let's go to this little flex space over here. So there's a flex space off of the next-gen bedroom. So this person, if this is someone that's going to be working from home or something, this is a really cool spot. Or maybe you have seen these things set up as like a fitness area before, or maybe even just like a, I don't know, meditation or yoga spot. I really don't know, but you see they got the flooring in here kind of just separating the space a little bit. I like that touch. Nice window looking out to the side. So this is, you can get really creative in here, and it is a flex space. So there's lots of different things to do with it. Totally up to you. Anyway, so we're done with the next-gen side of things. Let me see if we can just kind of walk on through this door, or if it's locked. Oh, we can walk through. Oh, looks like they're doing some stuff. All right, so let's just pretend we walk through this one. So there's the patio. Whoop, along in here. Here's the entrance to the main house. All right, so I like this little entry table, and even that accent right there with the texture and the green. Very nice. We go here. You see kind of the wood flooring throughout. They even did it on the stairs. And under here, we're gonna have our like coat closet / storage area that goes underneath. Extends underneath there. That little silver thing. I wish I could tell you guys, but I don't know. I know you guys are gonna ask that in the video. Like, let me address it. We'll go up the stairs later. All right, but we'll walk into like the main living area downstairs. Looks like they're doing some sort of construction down here, so we're probably not getting the full deal. All right, but you got a massive island right here. All right, I said this, I'm pretty sure it's the same floor plan as the next-gen in Paris, but I'm not a fan of those posts, but some of you guys are. Really cool. Maybe they're supporting beams, I don't know. But it's a really good sized island. So this is big enough that if you liked the person living in the next-gen, they can chill with you out here. Anyways, we got the nice extended backsplash up here. That green tile stuff. Nice countertops, cabinets. So we're not gonna get to see this whole thing because they're doing some work back there. Just give you a nice feel of how open this is. I'm gonna walk around over there though. Oh, those are kind of cool, those little candle thingies. I like that too. Anyway, so we're kind of in our living room area right here. Nice big area rug, accentuating the space. Now, I am not the biggest fan of this cutout here. I say this every time I walk in this model. All right, but I do like the way they got the accent wall there, the coloring there. Kind of, if you're gonna do that, then that's cool. I like having that kind of matches the furniture and some of the other accent stuff going on throughout the house. So I like that. This is our kind of designated dining area right here. Chandelier right down. Then you got this cabinet going up the back here. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're fixing some tile and stuff. So I'll kind of just point some stuff out. So you got more cabinet there. We have the pantry right back there where my finger is, and then access to the garage that way. So hopefully that helps. I do have a video of this floor plan, probably 2 other ones if you wanted to see it. So anyway, so we've got our backyard here. Now you see it kind of got separated with the next gen person. There's a little archway there. But something you can do with the next gen person. Like I know, for instance, my sister has a dog. She's looking for a next gen spot. So it'd be perfect because then her dog can take a crap over there instead of my yard. All right. Anyways, so there we go. It comes as a blank canvas. I'd like to give you guys some inspiration. So I'm gonna go ahead and head upstairs real quick. As I'm making my way over there, just want to remind you guys that this is the show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like the sort of stuff featuring new houses, new communities, showing you guys what it's like to live in somewhere in SoCal, if you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap that notification bell. That way stay up to date on everything going on in this local area. Anyways, I'm making my way up these stairs. Now this is a pretty pricey upgrade, if I'm being honest, to go the wood stairs all the way up. Because there are lots of like finesse that goes into the stairs with the wood stuff. But they did extend the wood all the way upstairs. I shouldn't say wood, because it's probably just the LVP. Anyways, we got a nice loft at the top up here. Oh, that's cool. My kids would love that. If you're saying this is a game room, it's kind of just a table. It's really just like a normal, I guess they got this stuff over here. But my kids are like super big on Uno right now, so this is really cool artwork for like a game room. That's super cool. Like it. You guys got the nice L-shaped couch in the corner, tic-tac-toe. Window looking out to the front. And once again, they're tying in that green color throughout. A cool little design there, the texture going, vertical and horizontal. So give you guys a feel here. Anyways, let's go walk this way. I like the way they're adjusting these naked walls. All right, so we're gonna turn to the left first. We're gonna have our first normal bedroom. So bedroom number 1, I'm gonna call it. Because I got the little books up there for like the kid or whatever. Feels like it's just a standard sized room. Not the most optimal setup for a TV unless you put the bed over there. You can put the TV here. Shush, I'm reading. Kind of cool. Yeah. All right, so that's bedroom number 1. All right, across the way, we're gonna have kind of our... You have a bathroom downstairs? I don't recall. I'll let the editors figure it out. All right, so we got the bathroom design for upstairs. We got the dual sinks right there, the cabinets, the drawers, giant mirror. And you kind of got like a little like seating area or something here. You can get creative. But what I really like is the fact that there's 2 bathrooms up here. Alrighty, so you've got, space for someone to do their business over here, someone else to do their space and business over here. And what's super cool is like this one's like shower tub combo, and then you could also maybe even do this the walk-in shower thingy over here. So you can get creative when you go to the design center and kind of just make this however you want. And then there will be doors kind of for privacy everywhere. All right, then across the way over here, we're gonna have bedroom 2 of our normal house. The main house, I should say. All right, so once again, kind of just a standard size bedroom. Window looking out to the front. Then right, your closets over there. And then you do have a nice little setup for a TV there. And light fixture up top or fan or whatever you want to put in. Keep on working down. All right, one more. Bedroom number 3. All right. Oh, that's kind of cool to do like a picture wallpaper. I like that. Super cool there. I have another skateboard. They've been doing a lot of skateboard themes I've seen recently on new builds. You like that? That's a really cool picture. I wonder what beach that is. There's a way. If you know what beach that is, let me know. I'm gonna guess. Huntington Beach. I don't know. Let me know. Oh, that is a giant closet up there. Real quick, sorry to interrupt, but you do have a window looking out to the kind of side. So this room here is directly above the NextGen suite where my sister would take her dog out to go do its business. All right, but you do have a really good sized closet in here. It's like kind of deep. Like look at all that. It's not like normally like the closet door is like pinned to like right here. Pretty cool. Anyways, all right, so let's make our trek back across the loft now to the master. So we're on the other side of the loft now, so we turn to the right of the stairs. But first, laundry. All right, so we got our laundry room right here. So you have your washer dryer hookups, the hanging shelves, all this good stuff, the built-in cabinet, or built-in shelving, I should say. Then you're gonna have a linen closet at the back of that. So this is just a giant laundry room right here. And I've decorated nicely with clothespin art. Like it. Brains of the house right here for Wi-Fi and stuff. I don't know if I showed you guys the artwork on the way up the stairs. I was busy telling you guys to subscribe. Get that, and boom. All right, so we're gonna walk into our master bathroom first. Show you guys kind of that tile flooring options there. So you got the his and her sinks. You do have this little like vanity area right here. Nice big mirror, the cabinets, the drawers, all that stuff. Nice big window there with a little ledge, some candles or something when you're taking your bath. All right, here we go. But it's time for the tub test in a sec. All right, but we do have that walk-in shower there. All right, tub test time. I'm gonna boom, show you guys right here. Hop on in. This thing looks massive. You almost just slide into this thing. But anyways, yep, tub test works. We're doing good. Pass the test. So just to give you guys reference on how those things are. All right, anyway, so we'll walk on into and show you the throne area right here. And then we've got our walk-in closet. Decent sized walk-in closet right here. That window looking out. You can kind of see what the weather is for the day while you're getting dressed. And I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna spin around and tell you guys and show you guys how big of a closet this is. Anywho, so we'll go on and see the actual master bedroom next. So really good size, guys. This is massive. Not the biggest fan of the wallpaper back there. This is huge. And they got a giant old mirror here too. Kind of cool. Spin it around, windows out to the back, and then boom, we got a little flex area inside the master. All right, see, this is more my vibe. Last week when I did this, they had like a wait, this is gonna sound so bad, but I wouldn't want a weight room inside my bedroom. But something like this, like a little private retreat for mom and dad, poof, love it. And I love that wall back there. Oh, there's a little plant here too. Like this room right here is my vibe. This is super cool. Like I really love that brick. Let's see what they're like, textured wallpaper. What is this? Was an actual like, brick fit in? It kind of feels like actual brick there, dude. I am a huge fan of this. Last week I was shitting out this room when it was the weight room or the workout room in the other place. But this is awesome. Super cool. Right off the bed here. I like it. And then you got the flooring right here. So anyways, that fired me up a little bit. So again, this right here was the residence for, it is their next gen floor plan. It is massive, 4,134 square feet. We got 5 beds, 3.5 bathrooms. You have a loft. You have that little retreat inside the master bedroom there. All right, and this one starts at $913,000. All right, so last but not least, we're gonna head up to their only single story floor plan, but it is a beast, coming in at a little bit over 2,700 square feet. This right here is the Residence 1. It's 4 beds, 3.5 baths, plus a flex room. It's 2,760 square feet, and this one starts at $733,000. We'll kind of walk up. There's a nice long driveway there as we're walking up to this one. So I don't know, all these ones in the community are gonna have that nice driveway, but see all this landscaping up to the side, just really nice feel to this. The Residence 1. You kind of got this like little outdoor hallway entrance as we walk on up. A nice little door, the glass there. Let's walk on into this one. Let's speed up. Boom. All right, so right as we walk in, you kind of just see how open everything is. You can see a straight shot back into the great room area. Anyways, let's turn off to the right over here. So this will be our garage access. We're gonna have a 2-car garage through here. Walk on into bedroom number 1, kind of right at the front of the house here. And you got a nice little suite up here. All right, so very cool feel of this. You got that window there, letting some natural light in. Here, up the TV. All right, you're gonna have a walk-in closet right here, which is a nice touch for a secondary bedroom. And then of course we got the ensuite bathroom right in here. So you know, whether you got like an in-law living with you or maybe a teenager or something. Nice little deal here. Like that tile on the floor too. Oh, I missed that on the way in. It's kind of a cool little painting of that bird, stork, whatever that is. Here's a walk on down this hallway a little bit, then boom. We kind of have like a nice little dining area. So like a designated dining area right here. Like the paneling in that wall. That chandelier thing's dope. The art on the wall is cool. And then kind of just the texture here. Super nice. And you got the accent wall, just super vibey right here. Like that. But I'll spin it around and kind of show you guys the rest of the main living area. Very open. A cool little piece right there too. So we'll start with this giant living room with that giant area rug. Like that, and I like how that blue paneling right there kind of continues from that dining area. Got a big old window looking out to the backyard. We kind of got like a little nook area where you could put a table here or maybe just leave it empty. And you got that dining area in the other spot. Check out the backyard in a second, but lots of cabinet space back there. And this is kind of just like a stock countertop that you'll get. This isn't necessarily an upgrade. All right, so a nice feel here. It's a good size island where you got the 4 chairs there. Sinks right here in the middle of the island. You guys know how I feel about that if you've been following along. All right, then over here we have our pantry. All right, so a little pop-in pantry right here. And kind of this is where the coffee station would be. Their fridge and everything. All right, let's go see this backyard real quick, see what we're working with. All right, now keep in mind on single story floor plans, there's usually less backyard because it has more of a footprint. All right, they don't let us go in the backyard. All right, but here's some little inspiration for you. I would highly recommend getting patio cover out here with the heat that goes on. It's gonna be 90 degrees today. Anyways, all right, let's go back. I missed this. It was just gonna be a coat closet, but I like to open them, everything for you guys. All right, cool, coat closet, there you go. You guys a taste of everything. And then you'll see they did the extended flooring all the way throughout. So right here, we're gonna have a powder room. And then, you know, once again, we will have doors here. They just want kiddos slamming fingers and stuff during model tours. So there's our powder room here. It's nice that this is kind of just right off of the living area right here. So not too disruptive and taking up a lot of space, but you know, you have guests over and stuff, just watching TV or go, you know, eating dinner, you gotta run to the bathroom. It's right here. All right, I believe that's the master back there. So we'll save that for last. We'll turn down this hallway. Nice long hallway. So lots of naked walls to decorate. And then boom, we've got our flex space right here. All right, so a really good sized flex room. Could be like an office, kids playroom, man cave, all kinds of options in here. And this is that window that looks right out to the front as I was walking up right there. So that's the window that looks to the front. Right across from that, we've got, I guess I'll call this bathroom number 2. All right, so we had the NextGen suite, or not NextGen, we had that ensuite bathroom, and we got this one right here. So I do like how they have this across from each other. All right, they had this in the one in Paris I did last week too. It might even be, I don't know, so this was bigger. So it might be the same floor plan. All right, but you know, I've got multiple kids, and they're like brushing teeth, washing their face, doing their hair, all that kind of stuff. And they always yell at each other and bicker. I have to scream at them almost every morning. So they, you know, they got their space here. All right, and they got that privacy door here. If then somebody do a bathroom, take a shower, bath, or whatever. All right, so there's bathroom number 2. We'll continue on down the hallway here. We're gonna have our laundry room right here with that built-in shelving. The brains of the house right here. So that's where like you hook up your Wi-Fi and stuff like that. And then the hanging shelf up there, and then kind of just the washer dryer hookups. All right, then right here, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. All right, got another baseball team. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I think it's just Cracker Jack. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. But I am a baseball guy. I could be wrong though. Those things where you like look at, you guys do those things where you look at the logos and tell you to pick which logo out of the 2, and you always get it wrong. Anyways. All right, so you got a nice little setup here. Good spot for a TV. And then we got another little walk-in, pop-in closet for this bedroom. So lots of space and floor space in here. You do have that window looking out to the side of the house. We're gonna have bedroom number 3 right. This one's big. I'm trying to find the best way to show you guys how big this is. So there's that. I guess I'll turn back in this corner and kind of just show you guys. So lots of space at the foot of the bed over here. Those plantation shutters on the windows, the nice touch. And then we've got another little walk-in, pop-in closet thingy. Lots of closet space here. You can put like a dresser or something on the floor in there. Nice feeling, kind of just straight shot down the hallway. Got a spot for our TV and everything. Anyways, let's go on to the master. Walk it on back. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, so before we get to the master, we have like a linen closet. Yep, good guess. Been in enough of these that I know what's going to go where. All right, so this will be a linen closet, and then boom, we've got the master bedroom. Ooh, I know some of you are going to hate that wall. I kind of think it's cool. Alrighty, so we got a nice accent wall up there, some cool little art pieces. You get this little chandelier hanging, but a really good-sized master bedroom. Got this window looking out to the backyard. Spin it around for you here. Perfect spot for a TV up there. Then you see they even got like a little area rug in here at the bottom of the bed. Walk on in here. And we got our master bathroom. All right, so we're gonna turn off here. We got our throne area right here. Got a super wide doorway. And then you have the upgraded flooring here. And then we've got our walk-in shower here. You've got the his and her sinks. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my tub test right here. Show you guys how big it is. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna hop in this tub, see what we got. Okay, yeah, this is big enough. It works. Once again, I'm 5'11", unless you're Evelyn out there watching me. Called me out in person and said I was probably 5'10". Evelyn and Keon were out with me last weekend, and they called me out and said, "Oh, you're not 5'11", you're 5'10". Anyways, all right, so here we go. We'll go out and look in the walk-in closet here. So pretty good size. Lots of hanging space, the shelves, the racks, all that stuff. Probably even throw like a dresser or something under there. All right, but I will go ahead and do the spin test since all you guys love it. Whenever I take you guys out, you're like, oh, spin test. I love it when you guys go out with me and you do the spin test. So, excuse me, I'm a little bit dizzy now. Anyways, all right, that wraps this one up. This was the Residence 1. It is a massive single-story floor plan, 2,760 square feet. We have 4 beds, 3.5 bathrooms, including the ensuite up front, and a really nice flex room with that dining area. And this one starts at $733,000. Alrighty, guys. So next up, I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to hop on the map and show you guys what it's like to live here. We go over school, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of stuff. So anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the map. Alrighty. So where the heck are we? All right. So Lennar at Quartz Trail, Menifee, just west of the 215 freeway, and we are super close to lots of good stuff. This is a great location within Menifee, all right, really close to the main shopping center. So anyways, this is where we're at, kind of the, I don't know, the west side of Menifee, and then down here, this is a cool community down in Lake Elsinore. So kind of on borders of Lake Elsinore, Canyon Lake, Menifee. So west side of Menifee right there. And as we zoom in, kind of just show you some stuff around, you see the schools that are close by. My gardener's here, so we got the leaf blower. So let's just I'm gonna wait for a second, guys. All right, sorry for the little cut there. We my gardener was here and the leaf blower was going, and I had to kind of restart this. So anyways, there it is again. All right, so let's start this thing off with the schools. We are going to be zoned to Evans Ranch Elementary School, a whopping 3-minute drive. All right, so if you got little kiddos there in elementary school, super close there. You also see there's a state preschool right here next to that. All right, we're gonna be at Menifee Valley Middle School is the middle school we're zoned to. 4 minutes. All right, so 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and the high school is right there in the community. So let's do Paloma Valley High School is a 3-minute drive. All right, so all schools are less than 5 minutes away, but I will do Santa Rosa Academy, which is the charter school in the area, right by the main shopping center there. So we got 5 minutes to the charter school if you're lucky enough to win the lottery and get in there. All right, just for reference, if that's something you guys want to do, is one of the top rated schools. Kindergarten, 6th grade, and high school are the best options to get in there. Otherwise, we got a long wait list. Like I am, my kids are like 156 and 159 in their respective grades to get into Santa Rosa Academy. So we're gonna keep trying. Anyways, if you need to go the junior college route, Mount San Jacinto College in Menifee. All right, 7-minute drive there. So everything is super, super close as far as schools go. Next up, we'll go over things to do. All right, the main shopping center is, the Four Corners that I always talk about here. We are 6 minutes from there. So that once, guys, this location of this community is unreal. Gated community, this close to the main amenities within Menifee here. So 6-minute drive to the Four Corners, and that's just kind of right up here. So super, super close drive. This has got basically everything you need. So in this main shopping center here, you're going to have your Target, your Lowe's, Kohl's, a bunch of different fast food and restaurant options. You got BJ's. There's a cool spot called Bushfire Grill. You got your Crumble cookies for all you cookie people out there. Krispy Kreme, Buffalo Wild Wings. You got the Habit. As far as grocery stores go, you got Aldi. You got BJ's, In-N-Out, Best Buy, Home Goods. I can just go on and on and on. Actually, I am going to go on and on. There's a cool sandwich shop in here called Ike's. I think they're more popular up north, but it's so good. All right, when you come in town, you have to try Ike's. All right, it's like $20 for a sandwich, but it's so good. All right, I get the Matt Tane if you ever go there. Anyways, and then on this side of here, like Buffalo Wild Wings, like I said, you got some other options too. So you get your PetSmart. There's a cool ramen spot over here. Yeah, this ramen house is pretty cool. So you got Pyology as well. So lots of stuff there. And then as we come down this road here on Newport, you have this shopping center, kind of down here. You got Dave's Hot Chicken. There's a poke place. This is my go-to poke spot in the area. Right there, you got Starbucks. You got Chronic Tacos. And then in this shopping center down here, you got Luna Grill, Olive Garden. You got a Sprouts. You got tacos and tequila. All right, really cool, like Instagrammy Mexican food spot there. Obviously the tequila is good, but they got good chips and salsa. They got the Ursula tacos, which is octopus tacos, kind of spicy but real good. So that's kind of that. There's more stuff along the way there. And on the top left corner up here, you got Chick-fil-A. There's also an Applebee's, Jersey Mike's, Flame Broiler, Five Guys. Top right, all you can eat sushi spot. You got Raising Cane's. You got the gym over here. There's an Urgent Care, Blaze Pizza, Waba Grill. So lots of different options over on this side. Actually, I went with my brother the other day to Cafe Rio. Is that what it's called? Cafe Rio. It's almost like a more fancy version of Chipotle. Thought it was all right. And then down here on the bottom right corner of the four corners, you're going to have kind of just another older shopping center, but you got Michi Tacos in here, which is pretty cool. And then also my favorite restaurant in all of Menifee, Savage Chef. You got some award-winning chefs there. These guys actually get hired to like cater like big time events and stuff for like professional sports teams. They recently did one for the Anaheim Ducks. But I think they did their Christmas party or something, so pretty cool there. And then also you got Jack in the Box, Taco Bell in here, I think a Subway and Ralph's. So anyways, lots at your fingertips, just, you know, about 5 to 10 minutes away there. Other things, I'll do Costco down in Murrieta. All right, so as we go down into Murrieta, about a 15-minute drive to the Costco down there. And once again, there's another shopping center that way. Do Promenade Temecula with our mall. All right, so just down the freeway there, 20 minutes to the mall. All right, you're going to have your movie theater. You have Dick's Sporting Goods, Round One, bowling and arcade there. This is where you're going to have your traditional food court type thing. Department stores, nice restaurants on the outsides. There's actually an outdoor part right here where you see Yard House right there. And this outdoor little shopping center area where you've got Apple Store, Coach, Lululemon. There's a Lazy Dog Cafe in the corner. So pretty cool there. Like I said, you got bowling alley as well. And restaurants all around there. So that's kind of where the mall is. There's also another Costco down there and a couple different movie theaters scattered around and some cool restaurants down this way. As far as that goes with cool restaurants, I want to show you guys Old Town Temecula. A little bit further, just down the freeway, 21 minutes. All right, this is kind of like where you're going to have the mom and pop restaurants, some breweries and stuff like that. This is kind of sort of where the nightlife is going to be. I will say that if you're looking for love, this area is probably not the spot to come. Come with a family or come already settled down or whatever, all right? That's probably the biggest complaint people have is, oh, there's not a whole lot of nightlife. Well, there is some down here in Temecula, all right? And then Savage Chef does have like once a month, I think, or they do Saturdays or something like that. But, you know, this is the spot for food. And if you cared for nightlife, this is probably the best spot. All right, so cool restaurants and stuff down there. And then I'm also going to do Pachanga. All right, Pachanga's Casino, a little bit further down, 25-ish minutes away. You're going to have golf course, casino, restaurants, cool pool area, stuff like that. So 25 minutes away there. Next up, let's talk about medical care. All right, so medical care, you're going to have the Menifee Global Medical Center. Might be the closest. That's about 15 minutes, so maybe not. Let's do Loma Linda. Loma Linda's 12 minutes. So Loma Linda Medical Center is the closest one there. They also got it. Whoops, oh, shoot. I always hate when I do that. It'll take you 41 minutes if you take that route. All right, what was that? So it was about 15 minutes away. Refresh this. No, don't do that. There we go. Are we back to normal? What the hell's going on here? Just go to this spot. 15 minutes there. All right, there's also a Kaiser Permanente facility just a little bit north of that. How do I click to remove? There we go. All right, 10 minutes to the Kaiser facility. They got urgent care, pharmacy, medical offices, all that kind of stuff. And then right behind it, there's enough space, and there's rumor that they're building an actual hospital because they absolutely need a Kaiser hospital in the area. All right, so that's probably where it's going to go. And that's kind of the word on the street. But for now, if you needed to go to a hospital for Kaiser, all right, to, you know, give birth or something, all right, my baby is a year and a half. Yeah, he's a year and a half. He was born at the Moreno Valley Kaiser. All right, and then I've had some medical procedures and stuff at the Riverside Kaiser. So Moreno Valley one's like 20-ish minutes away. The Riverside one's like 45 minutes away. So that is that. So school, shopping, medical care, things to do. Let's talk about airports real quick. Let's start with Ontario. The Ontario airport is about 55 minutes away. This is super easy in and out right there. As far as security lines and traffic and that sort of stuff for the most part. We'll do Palm Springs Airport next. And then once again, I do use these as points of reference, guys. So like if you don't care about Palm Springs Airport, but you just care about going to Palm Springs, play golf, or go to one of the resorts, all right, you know it's an hour and 20 minutes away. All right, same thing with San Diego. I know there's tons of military people reaching out to me. First off, thank you for your service. I always love working with military families. All right, you guys have to go, commute down there. All right, this is a good point of reference. We're an hour and 15 from the airport down there. Right, or if you just wanted to, you're a civilian and you just want to go to the gas stamp or the Petco, watch Padre game. Alrighty, I know a lot of you guys are coming from San Diego. Also, we got Orange County, so we got John Wayne Airport in Irvine, about an hour and 10 minutes away. You'll see there's a little bit of traffic there. It's usually a little bit less. I'll do LAX next. LAX is about an hour and 40, not too terrible right now. You see a little bit of red in there. All right, and we'll wrap this thing up with some fun stuff like I always like to do. Disneyland is about an hour and 10, hour 15 away. Once again, there appears to be some sort of traffic going on, so it's probably a little bit less. And then we've got the beaches. So let's start with La Jolla Shores Beach. About an hour, 10, hour 15 away. Got Oceanside Pier. About an hour away. And I'll do something in Orange County. Ellipses. We'll do Dana Point Harbor. Got in Orange County. Hour 15, hour 20 away. So anyways, let's go back to the community and wrap up this video. Alrighty guys, so that wraps this video up. Again, this is Quartz Trail in the city of Menifee, one of the safest and fastest growing cities in Southern California. We toured 3 amazing models today. All right, keep in mind there are 4 floor plans, but just keep in mind, guys, the smallest house we saw today was 2,760 square feet. Was this last one, a single story that is over 2,700 square feet. So that's, huge single story floor plans. These were very, very, very impressive. All right, then you got this HOA here with these parks, walking trails, and lots of different things going on. Now, the HOA here is $268 a month, which is kind of on the higher side for something that doesn't have a pool. But keep in mind, you are in a gated community in a great location. You're going to have these playgrounds, the walking trails, the barbecue pits, the pickleball courts. So lots of really cool stuff. This feels like it's going to be like a really nice, tight-knit community. So you see all these like cul-de-sacs here, these giant lots. So, I mean, guys, look at that playground out there. Zoom in to show you our ellipses. Playground down there. So cool, like family-friendly type stuff. So just lots of really cool, like, I don't want to say resort style because they don't have the pool, but it just feels like it feels like a community. You know what I mean? It's super close to the school. That's one of the biggest things here is you're 5 minutes from all the different levels of school, elementary school, middle school, high school. The high schools are right there. All right, the houses will cover it eventually. The high school's right there. All right, we are how far away? We're 7 minutes from the main shopping center. You got Target, Four Corners, all that stuff, all kinds of food, fast food, restaurants, Best Buy, almost anything you need is at that main shopping center, which is 7 minutes away. 13 minutes to medical care, to like the main hospital in the area, Loma Linda. There's also some Kaiser facilities around for those of you guys that have Kaiser. And then we're just 15 minutes from Costco. So this is a very good centralized location that has something for everybody. All right. The other thing that I always get asked about is the tax rate. All right, the tax rate here is about 1.8%. That includes the special assessments, the Melrose, all that kind of stuff. That is actually kind of on the lower side for these new builds here. A lot of them are closer to 2%, so I feel the 1.8% is pretty reasonable for a new build. So that's something to keep in mind there. But anyway, so we toured those 3 floor plans, hopped on a map, showed you guys what it's like to live here, whatever, school, shopping, medical care, things to do, all that sort of stuff. So if you liked anything you saw today, you want to come out and check it out, go ahead and reach out. My phone number is going to be on the screen, whether you want to come out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whenever. I would love to be your local guide to the area and help you find your somewhere in SoCal, whether it's here or somewhere else. The other thing to keep in mind, this is a show I post every single Saturday at 8 a.m. So if you like the sort of stuff where I'm touring new houses, new communities, showing you what it's like to live somewhere in SoCal, if you like the stuff, do the stuff, like, subscribe, tap the notification bell. That way stay up to date on everything going on in the local area. Anyways, I'm going to shut up. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. But if you like this video, YouTube's gonna put a video over this shoulder, so you'll probably like that one too, and I'll see you in there.